The changing appearance of Nichkhun has become one of the most debated topics among K-pop fans recently. But behind the flood of comments about his current look, the real story is not simply about weight gain or the loss of his once legendary visuals. What truly unsettled the public was the realization that the generation of idols once considered ageless icons has finally entered a new stage of life. That moment unfolded in a new YouTube video uploaded by 2PM titled 2PM Members Living Together. A noisy dorm life story. On the surface, the concept was simple, the members jokingly discussing the idea of living together in a dorm again ahead of upcoming group activities. Yet the video quickly went viral for an entirely different reason, Nichkhun's appearance. From the very beginning, Nichkhun appeared wearing an oversized hoodie, a baseball cap, and an extremely casual outfit. There were no dramatic stage lights, no heavy makeup, and no carefully calculated camera angles. Instead, viewers saw a fuller and more relaxed version of the idol they once remembered. Shortly afterward, Jun entered wearing a stylish coat, showcasing a fit physique and polished idol aura. The contrast between the two members instantly became the center of discussion online. Netizens reacted almost immediately. Korean online communities were flooded with comments such as, "Time is unstoppable," "Dieting really is the best makeover," and "Is that really Nichkhun?" What sounded like casual jokes actually exposed a harsh truth about the idol industry. The public has never truly been ready to let idols grow older. For more than a decade, Nichkhun represented one of K-pop's ultimate visual standards. Nicknamed the Thai Prince, he was admired for his nearly flawless appearance, a small face, sharp nose bridge, soft yet masculine features, and an elegant aristocratic aura that made him stand out in the industry. During 2PM's peak years, Nichkhun was not just a popular idol, he became a beauty benchmark for an entire generation of Asian celebrities. What makes the situation even more fascinating is that this image remained frozen in the public's memory. To many fans, Nichkhun still exists as the young man from the early 2010s, the era when K-pop first exploded onto the global stage. So when he appeared looking noticeably different, many people were not simply disappointed. They were shocked by how quickly time had passed. This is perhaps the greatest tragedy of legendary visuals. The public does not merely admire their beauty, they subconsciously expect it to remain untouched forever. The moment an idol naturally changes with age, fans suddenly feel the painful gap between nostalgia and reality. Yet if we look deeper, Nichkhun's current appearance may actually symbolize something far more meaningful, freedom from the suffocating perfectionism that has long trapped K-pop idols. During the peak years of second-generation K-pop, idols lived under extreme appearance control. Their weight was monitored constantly. Gaining just a few kilograms could trigger criticism from both media and fans. For someone like Nichkhun, whose identity was heavily tied to visual perfection, the pressure to maintain his image was even more intense. The fact that he now appears comfortably in public without desperately hiding signs of aging or physical changes suggests a different kind of confidence. Nichkhun no longer seems interested in maintaining the unrealistic fantasy of an eternally flawless prince. Instead, he appears more human, more mature, and perhaps more genuine than ever before. Ironically, that authenticity may be exactly why the 2PM video resonated so strongly with viewers. Audiences no longer saw distant idols manufactured by entertainment companies. They saw three men who had spent over 15 years together, reminiscing about dorm life, joking like longtime friends, and unintentionally revealing the marks of time on their faces. At that point, the video stopped being simple fan service. It became something much bigger, almost a reunion of an entire K-pop generation. 2PM represented an era when male idols embraced powerful, masculine, high-energy performance styles, vastly different from today's softer flower boy aesthetics. Every time 2PM reunites, they bring more than nostalgia through music. They remind audiences of their own youth. That may be why Nichkhun's changing appearance sparked such intense discussion. Fans were not merely reacting to an idol gaining weight. They were witnessing a symbol of their own memories and youth changing alongside time itself. And paradoxically, that may make Nichkhun more relatable than ever. In an industry obsessed with eternal youth, an idol appearing publicly without chasing impossible perfection has become something surprisingly rare. Nichkhun may no longer possess the shockingly flawless visuals that once earned him the title of the Thai prince, but he now carries a different kind of charm, the calmness of a star who has already experienced the peak of fame and is no longer imprisoned by it. At a time when K-pop continues pushing increasingly unrealistic beauty standards, Nichkhun's ordinary and unfiltered appearance unintentionally opens a much larger conversation about aging, body image pressure, and the way the public treats idols who have grown older. Perhaps that is the true reason the 2PM video went viral. For the first time in a long while, audiences were not looking at an untouchable idol. They were looking at time itself, the one thing even K-pop's most beautiful legends can never defeat. Meanwhile, 2PM is preparing to reunite as a complete 6-member group for their concert The Return on August 8th and 9th at Inspire Arena. And perhaps this comeback will not simply be about music, but about reconnecting a mature generation of idols with the fans who grew up alongside them.